Hi guys, welcome finally to another episode of the KoS podcast. I have two guests on here tonight, two very special guests. You might recognize them or you might not. If you could guess the guy's name, comment below. But we'll start off with the guy furthest left. Just introduce yourself, bro.
My name is Javid, but better known as TM, Technical Master.
My name is Shakir, better known as LD or Lil Dog.
Or aka the Mutton Master. We're gonna talk about that later on to the podcast. We have one man behind there recording, the guy
Snook Master.
or formerly known as Snook Master.
Yeah.
We can see next couple of months if he changed that back to the Snook Master. So tonight's podcast, guys, we can stick on the podcast for a few weeks. Finally get a couple new guests onto the podcast here tonight. Hopefully we get some momentum going and we keep on getting guests after guests. I try weekly, but my schedule sometimes be so tight. These fellas be real busy. There's young fellas, girlfriends and other things. They might be a bit preoccupied, but we open to have some more guests as it goes along. This podcast is just a relaxed one. I will chill, talk fishing, a little extra. We'll talk some other stuff other than fishing as well. But to start things off, we will start off with fishing because again, it's the KoS Fishing podcast. And these guys love to fish. Well, the guy on the left, we still decide if he's a fisherman or not, but he's an up-and-coming guy. We will hear more about it as the podcast goes on. This guy here gets some good fish. So guys, just to start off things off, one by one, you could say like, what is the thing that drives you towards fishing, or why do you enjoy fishing? Just off the cuff.
You go first.
Want me to go first? Alright. What drives me towards fishing? I think a little bit.
What you enjoy about fishing? Like, why is fish? What is the point of fish for you?
Honestly, it's a good way to spend time with my family and friends. And well, I grew up with my cousins, and that's how I was able, with the serious age gap as relatively the youngest in the family, to bridge that age gap to connect with my older cousins. I'd say that is why I enjoy fishing.
Do you mind just telling anybody age at this point in time? Because I think it's important for a point I want to make.
22 years.
22 years, guys. I think he is probably just about the end or close to the end generation who more or less love to do things in the outdoors. The screen time kind of taking over. Fellas not going into the fishing as much as there was before, as that's my opinion. They're getting involved in more, I wouldn't say non-masculine activities, but 22 years old, he was still in the family. The family is a fishing family, and that is why he would have been into the fishing as well. I know this guy, he might have started off a little bit later into the fishing, but what?
It's, fishing, as much as I do now, did start later. But like they said, coming from the family that we do come from, as far as you can remember, fishing was always in it. That was something that the uncles and the older cousins always try to get the younger ones to do. So for me, it was always something that you just grew up liking. And like he said, there's a way to bond with your cousins and your family, and those fishing trips when you were younger to now is really one of the best things for me growing up in the family that I did. So that's what drives me to fishing.
Yeah, I think
connecting with these guys,
definitely brings everybody together, and of course, some of the memories you'll never forget is probably when you go fishing. You might forget about things in school, things in work, but you see, if you have a great fishing memory, that's something that'll be stuck in your brain forever. And especially if it's your family, your friends, your boys, your cousins, people you're close to, it's be even better. And like both of them said, we have been lucky enough to grow up in a strong fishing family. I think that's the number one hobby/sport for almost everybody in the family. We try to play a little cricket and thing now and then. These fellas, Snook Master is actually a very good cricketer.
Yeah.
LD's try, TM not so much into the cricket.
At all.
Once upon a time I could have felt that ball, but not anymore. But fishing definitely is what our family is most involved in. And I'm definitely lucky to say I'm very thankful for that, because I love to fish. I know these fellas love to fish too. And that brings us to the next question. Love of fishing. When you're fishing, you always have... Well, we starting off, I don't want to catch my boy on the left too off guard, so I'm going to start off with the guy in the middle. Since fishing, LD, I want to know, where's your best catches to date? It could be a top 3, a top 5. If you don't have so much fish to catch, use it. But I want to hear, if possible, a top 5 fishes and
Okay.
the fish and why is this your top 5.
I'll go top 5, right?
Right, nice.
I just had to make up my mind.
Yeah, you take your time, bro, because
Also,
I had it.
best ones are
Get-
first choice.
The man catch some good fish. His top 5 will be, some of the fish will be better than most people's top 5, guaranteed.
I go throw that kind of curveball in there for sure for some people.
No problem, bro. Starting off with 5.
Number 5. I'd say a 13-pound big scale salmon, but it was only special because at the strain test a quarter ton
Right. What strain test was that, bro?
and the 15.
15-pound test and you catch a 13-pound big. That's a great catch, bro. Great catch. I myself never catch a double-digit big scale salmon as yet, so this man start off strong, bro. Real strong.
Never catch a salmon.
We will get to this man top 5 catches this now. Right, Ali, that great start, bro. Beauty of a fish.
Number 4, I'll go with the 15-pound, which is my biggest big scale salmon
I catch a
again.
15-pound salmon too.
And this
Yeah.
one was special to me because I caught it in Blue River to be exact. So that was
Well,
a special one.
Yeah, that definitely be a special one.
And I
Can't be snook master because he can't gas fish at all.
can't recall, but you were on the boat.
Assistant man, brother.
J-Lo get that?
Like a wild man.
I believe so.
Wait.
I think Jill yeah.
And that's definitely a special catch because growing up, the only time we would have, me would have seen a big scale salmon was in the river. I never knew about salmon getting big outside and catching them in because we were mostly river fishermen, and a 15-pound in the river is a wonderful catch, bro. Well done, well done. You have any pictures of these you can share? If we have any pictures, we will put it up in the video. Hopefully, you have it,
Of course.
and we will put it up.
Some of them, might be posted with the fish.
Once we have the fish, bro, most important.
Yeah.
So you must start off real strongly. 2 real best catches.
Okay, I'll go with the mutton, the 12 and a half now.
12 and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Come on.
That's number 3.
and that would be close to the top for me.
Yeah.
But I know he has a bombshell coming there.
Number 2, this is kind of curveball. I'll go with the 19-pound mutton.
And curveball, I don't know what could be number 1.
I know it's number one.
I know it's number 1.
19-pound mutton, he said 19
I have
pound.
an idea
That
what number 1 may
is
be.
still the biggest mutton I've ever seen personally anybody catch. People would have caught bigger, but that 19-pound mutton I have never seen personally in alive or dead in front of me. So
It was that picture.
Those 2 mutton snapper were especially special to me because I went into that trip not even knowing fully what a mutton snapper was.
this is my first mutton snapper fishing trip.
I poached a line from Post,
Yeah.
and it just so happened the 2 bites I got, I was lucky enough to land those 2 fish.
I honestly think a 19-pound mutton will be most people number 1. So I'm very interested to figure out what is his number 1. Because like, if I get a 19-pound mutton, I think that is the top. Probably might be number 2 because I have an next one. But LD,
Okay,
number 1, bro.
number 1, Javid was here. Javid was there, present. We're taking a bank from land.
Bank from
The
Yeah,
Western Peninsula of Trinidad and Tobago
Right.
in the night time.
yeah, right. Strike. Pull it up.
Rock.
Seaweed.
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 Something fall out of it. Javid was like, why throw that back? That can stink. I said, no, boy, wait. And watch it. Seahorse.
That's seahorse. Number 1.
It's true. That was
Probably the
an
most
amazing moment.
How
unique.
many pictures I will provide?
Probably the most unique catch. But LD, your list of fish, bro. I'll give the seahorse. Okay. Probably nobody else ever catch that. But I'll take 19-pound mutton
It's the number one.
as the actual number. The seahorse, of course, is a special case.
Yeah.
But the 19-pound mutton, I mean-
well, if you're not really counting the seahorse, I'll throw in a special mention. I'd say a glide grouper, not all that big, probably 11 to 12 pounds, which is my only glide grouper I have personally up to catch. What?
well, yeah, that's definitely a special one as
I
well.
am aiming for a bigger one, hopefully, in the future.
We have that Goliath picture, but I'm the one holding it. So.
You catch that on handline, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, that's a solid top 5. Like I say, let him go first, but we want to hear from the fella any left now. His top 5. Remember, he's relatively not as experienced or not as has not fished as most of us, and you know his top 5 is his top 5. So and he will better that as time goes on. So TM, there we go. 5-1. Hit me with top 5 day.
I don't know if I have 5 fish to talk about. Top 3.
The man have.
You should
Because-
probably practice what kind of fishing you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my fishing is I these men joke, but I don't like to catch big fish, and I'll tell you why. Right?
Please.
For me, the excitement is just the thrill of pulling a fish. So it don't have to be a fish of size or a fish of substance.
I agree with that,
For
Jav.
me,
Yeah.
the fishing is just bonding with these boys and whoever I go with. And for me, the fun is dropping your line and getting a bite, striking that. That is the fun for me. So I haven't caught big fish. The big fish I've probably ever caught in my life was a tap on. I was like 5 pounds, but still big enough.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, a lot of people have a similar type top 5 as Jav, because again, not everybody has the opportunity to go after the big fish all the time or target the big fish all the time.
Yeah,
But I know he has caught some fish, but he's an undercover fisherman.
yeah.
Okay.
Very.
I know you can name a couple for us. I can name a couple if
I can name a couple things.
The trip we did, all of us, that red fish, that snapper was that's one of the top ones.
Yeah, I know the biggest name.
That is
Yeah. That was the biggest, that's the
Biggest
best fish of the trip
snapper I've
of the
caught.
particular trip.
And didn't know I catch that snapper.
I think we might have a picture,
I have a picture of
right?
that.
So, alien
I didn't know
snapper.
so the
What?
what?
Okay.
The thing with me is, I'm not like those loud fishermen who would strike a fish and say, "Fish on!" I'm pointing.
Yeah, you can never get footage of this man pulling a fish
Yeah.
because he's waiting the fish in the boat and say, fellas.
He wants
Yeah.
to be just as surprised as the rest of us.
Exactly. That's the thrill of it. I just strike. Reel up the line.
Sometimes you do a strike.
That is true. But I just strike, reel up the line. I was like, "Hey,
Hey, fish on.
good fish."
Aliak.
Tell the rest of them. So you know what? That is definitely one of the best. And for me, it was the moment and the vibes with the cousins, the boys, and everything. That's always important to me when I go
Yeah.
fishing. I have some tap on in there.
No.
I know you catch our undercover snook when we make our trek through. We have that on the video actually.
I do have some snook. Like you said, when we went on that trip to that movie I think or somewhere.
Yeah, we had a nice little venture through the bush.
In the corner, pulling the little pag.
Man,
again,
my little pag, bro.
I was quiet. From a snook was definitely one of the best ones.
But yeah, man, recently you had a pretty nice fish you catch on artificial, right?
Yes. Actually, the
A Kubera snapper.
Kubera snapper, yeah.
yes.
I
Once
think-
again, didn't know that was a grande. I didn't even strike that fish.
And I can
But
tell you, not many people would catch a Kubera that size on artificial. Any Kubera artificial, that's actually a quality fish.
Yeah,
And there is a,
we do have a picture.
I think that might, if I'm not saying, could be his best catch in my opinion that I can remember. Like, cause a Kubera on an artificial, bro.
yeah, that
it's
was
pretty
that
good.
was yeah,
It's pretty
that was actually very surprising and it was a great fish to catch, great moment. The rest of them was, struggling to catch the top one, and I just threw my line as I usually do and pull in a Kubera snapper.
On artificial.
On artificial.
I have another addition to TM. If you consider something I think as a big factor in fishing is the attention.
Yeah.
To me, that is one of the most
Of course,
important things.
of course.
Yeah,
of
for
course.
me, it's
Did you
definitely it's for me is the moment.
Not just the
Just
catch. Yeah, that is the fish
to
itself.
go and throw a line out with your
And because
family
of
and
that,
friends.
the top one, he caught in the crackers.
With the monster jig head.
Even the one-
Side on
Yes.
He was
You know-
actually, the man tried to sabotage him,
Yeah,
and he
you know what?
still catch a
They
fish.
try to sabotage me all the time.
Not they, bro. One guy, Snook Master.
Yes, master like
No, no, untrue.
The man gave him a monster jig head to catch top on this side, and he still catch one before Snook Master on that.
But I will say, back to the question, the number one, it had to be, and it's gonna be a little funny, it had to be when I catch the porgy. And the only
I was
reason was
there.
because I had no idea what that fish was.
Poggy, which part you catch the
He
Poggy?
catch a porgy,
Catch a-
banking in the hand,
In the Gulf.
in the gulf.
A decent size one?
At the sun, I'd
Yeah.
say about 2 to 3 pounds.
That's a
Yeah.
big Poggy,
A
bro.
big-
I had no
Yeah.
idea what the fish was. Nobody in the boat knew what the fish was, first of all.
Okay, Poggy,
So-
it's not a fish you catch
was-
regularly.
Local
Yeah.
lobster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He forced me to clean it and I cook it for him. And
Okay.
it tastes like lobster.
So you catch and cook Poggy,
was-
okay.
Even though lobsters taste like.
That's true.
Allergic.
So the closest thing the man ever had to lobster.
But
Well-
yeah, I don't have a typical top five like
No, like I say, everybody has their own unique top 5, and Jav, that's still a good top 5. I mean, again, a lot of times it's not just the fish, the size is the experience and the adventure of catching the fish. And that'll lead me straight to the next question. It's kind of like at times so that one. What was your best, not the best catch, but your best fishing experience? Like what adventure, what mission for you was the best way you can remember? You had most vibes, fun, or anything like that.
I don't know if I have one specific fishing trip. Recently, I could say when we made the cactus mission,
Right.
that was one of the best. And for me, again, it's the experience. It's
Yeah, I
the
think
vibes.
Snow Master loved that trip too because Antonio's anointed doubles and pie. Masahina, yeah.
We have pictures of
Burning through your hand, bro, and then mentally.
we have a picture. We put LD eating it.
You
And
can pay.
yeah, recently I would say that. But
Right.
growing up, we would always do those river missions. Get up early in the morning, go pour the Spain for bait,
Right.
and then go in the river and all that. That was to me. That was
Something
that was
come to you
it. That was my love. That is where it started. That whole experience is something that's really got me into the fishing.
All right, LD, I'll ask you the same thing. I know you had some nice catches. What was your best fishing experience? Could be a one trip, a period of time. What was your best fishing experience?
Sorry to backtrack here,
Yeah,
right?
you go.
What running through my mind the last few minutes is when we were talking about sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
It really have a man behind the camera. The sabotage man.
Is that saboteur?
I
Yeah.
feel, and the best moment I can recall, I'd say is a good fishing experience and a good memory.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were present. Pork line for tap one.
Jeez, and
Run the clip.
first time, boy. Oh, jeez, boy.
So we were running low on
Floats.
floats and forks.
I know where the story going.
I see him.
Again, the TM.
out his
It's always
line.
me. It's always
He
me.
threw out his line. And I see this thing floated in the water base and sink.
Which was LD?
When I watch good, I blew water in the water.
Snook Master getting a bottle cork,
Listen.
a bottle cover as a float. And the fishing live sardine as bait.
We fishing live sardine for tap on. So, first of all, let's preface this guy. Every single cast he makes, the cork is float away. So
he
doesn't
correct
really
it
use the
every
cork.
single time I stick a fish, the corkless float
No,
away.
he doesn't.
Okay,
He
okay.
gets the fish, but the cork floats away. So
He get the fish, he get the
you had to
fish.
buy
Yeah.
a few
One
for him.
cork.
One cork, one fish.
Exactly,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
cork.
yeah. Not a bad ratio.
So for me now, we had no corks to use. So Stockmaster took the line, didn't see when he put the bottle cork in it, so I threw it out. It's only after LD was like, yeah, no cork. I was like, Stockmaster, listen, did you give me a cork? He gave me the blue waters cover, which did not float.
Hey, that man is terrible, bro.
Sabotage, I tell you, sabotage.
I know how that fella, so I told you no, boy. Alright, so I mean, there's some unique fishing experiences. Again, it's all about the vibes, and like I say, sometimes the catches is not always the greatest, but the actual trip, the fun, the adventure
Yeah.
is always make up for it.
The old talk to go, the old talk there, the old talk coming back home.
And
Funny moments like
very,
we
very
just described
recently,
there.
very recently, we had me, LD, and Stockmaster did a little wabbing fishing.
Oh, yes.
But I got a little video call and went on that mission. A man said he had a 24-inch wabbing, and I really see it. It's about 9 to 10 inches, man, catching wabbing. They're trying to
I have
enter
some
the
video
wabbing.
proof. I have some video proof of the wabbing in the water. We didn't catch it.
So the biggest one you never saw.
Yeah.
I could be close to the one
No,
I
it's
caught
true.
when I was younger in beach. But that fish could have been pushing 40.
I'd say
Fellas, Snook Master is wear glasses, right? And sometimes he's forget glasses home, and maybe that would have been an occasion on that time, right? So you see that 36-inch wabbing swimming in the water.
on my life, I saw it and I was like, I can't be a wabbing.
That's it.
I had to say a lot. I can't estimate.
Hello, let me see how big it was in the water.
So.
Yeah.
I was so sweaty.
LD,
And it had a piece of rock. It had a piece of rock in the water. And all it did was just swim under the rock and we never see it again for a city.
I going back by the river tomorrow. 36-inch wabbing is, but the man say it was big like this. I never see our wabbing big so.
Aquarium fish.
Then when I
Mollies.
catch the cousin fish from the
Classic
pond, yeah,
mollies.
mollies, I'm using it for bait to catch wabbing. I mean, easy at all. I know Sukmasa is always discount the wabbing fishing, but I know he like it because he actually went on it. And from that, the next question is, I know there are many different types of fishing, and I know with different experiences, but what's your favorite type of fishing? Like it have the wabin fishing, it have the river fishing for tapon, it have banking, it have alavi, it have all those different kinds of types of fishing because each one has its own challenge and you could be better in one than the other.
Well, I could go first because I haven't done most of them. I've never done the LV, but I will say, like for me, I like banking
Banking, okay.
because for me, it's a thrill of dropping your line, feeling a bite.
And
Yeah,
definitely, I
fish.
think most people, when they now get into fishing banking, will definitely be the most enjoyable because you get the most bites, biggest chance of catching a fish. And the more types of fishing you try, maybe it kind of switch up. For me personally, like I've always said, my favorite type is inshore artificial. I go on casting laws, I can cast the whole day, catch a fish or not. But LD, I know he would have done.
Back to the, so recently, I've been getting more into the lure fishing.
Right,
Thanks to
okay.
KoS here.
Okay,
And Snook Master.
Oh,
But
Master was.
I do enjoy the lure fishing now.
Yeah, you see
The
that.
thrill of that is great.
So I said, as you fish more and more, it could change. LD, what would be interesting to find out is you because I know you a man.
I do most.
Well versed.
I do most, but it changes from time to time. I like the banking. I have tried the alavi. I have done the trolling.
You had a successful alavi venture because some fellas I know more like my brother. I mean, he struggled a little bit with the alavi and the caster.
To be honest with you, I personally have not caught any fish of substance off of alavi to date.
Right.
I am very inexperienced to that type of fishing.
I'd say I'd me
I
as
do
well.
rate the men that can do it. It have a lot of very skilled fishermen out there, and you must show respect and admire their technique.
Definitely, alavi and caster guys is one of the most technically challenging fishing to catch a big size fish. I mean,
one of the most enjoyable.
it is it's a lot of fun, but it's take a little while
I've
to.
seen it been done. And
Yeah.
It's something I would love to try, but not right now.
If you never did on a rod, very easy. Caster, much more difficult.
No challenge in God.
So Ali,
Um,
back to you, my
The
friend.
banking is always a go-to. Like you said,
Okay,
if things slow, you could throw on a banking line, wait.
definitely a best
If,
chance.
if a fish are wrong and you have a decent bait, yeah, that's your best chance to catch a fish.
Right.
The trolling, I do enjoy it because it's very action-packed at times.
That is the worst one for me.
So-
But you see,
someone-
different men have different
I know- I
experiences.
know-
Seems kind of boring.
It isn't as difficult in his perspective and stuff, so he'd see it more boring. But when you're catching fish, you're catching fish.
Of course, and
Feels
that's,
right
and that's, the,
there.
that's the goal of fishing for plenty of time,
But
right?
currently, as of the recording of this video, I'm thoroughly enjoying artificial fishing.
LD and the artificials, alright. I mean, the kind of fish he's saying in top 5, I think one of his best would be the banking or the sitting and waiting because the man gets some monsters on the muttons, just sit down and waiting, that kind of fishing. But artificial, I think, is always kind of draw you because it's so much of an active kind of fishing.
Yeah.
And if you get more and more into it, especially with these kind of laws on the table and thing, I mean, we could talk about that later. I mean, we could talk about, we will talk about that later. But like I say, artificial, I mean, the more you get into fishing, it will change. Like me, when I started, I used to love to go banking. Of course, in the shallows, banking, catching wallyak, salmon, of course, is a lot of fun. Then you'll go enjoy alavi, definitely one of the most fun types of fishing. But again, the artificial, the active, where you keep on going and targeting a fish, walking distances, going all different kind of places, for sure, is something I definitely love to do. And like you see, LD loves LD banking, but he kind of get in the artificial.
Especially lately, the one I last fish I caught on artificial was a decent sized mutton. I'd
the
say.
mutton master, the man catch them artificial too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
of course. So I mean, it's definitely a fun type of fishing, and if you never did it before, highly encourage you to try it. Things that help you with it, of course, is your gear. You can't just go and fish artificial with a 9-foot rod and a 6,000 size reel. You will not enjoy it. So I always recommend match your gear to the type of fishing. Even the banking, if you go banking in shallows with a 100-pound test and 2 number 7 hook, you ain't gonna catch nothing. It'll be difficult. So you just have to learn as time goes along how to match your gear with the type of fishing you're doing, and you will enjoy it more and more. And as a guy like TM now starting off in fishing, he will learn that as he go along, and he will do more types of fishing. LD has done a lot more, but again, he's still learning. And same as me, like I say, I would love to be more versed in alavi and learn more different types of techniques, because fishing is one thing you could always keep on learning and improving. And the only way to get better is to do more, to fish more, and you catch more fish and bigger fish. my boy Snook Master, that is why he kind of not catching any fish these days. He not fishing. So that's why title kind of shift. I don't know if all the guys still call Snook Master the Snook Master, or I can't remember the last time he catch a. I think we had a discussion with him when he was on the podcast.
There you go. Months ago.
We
few
were
months.
present, so I mean,
Yeah. So I mean, like I say, things has always changed. Ellie, you have anything else to add in terms of,
Artificial fish and different types.
yeah, any
Nothing too much. You have any other types that I could throw there? And I'll give you more opinion.
well, that wabi in fishing or freshwater fishing. I like
freshwater.
I like to call freshwater fishing. I mean,
I have not had most amount of experience doing that type of fishing with line, to be honest, completely honest.
like I'll cork, I'll bamboo rod, and a cork and a worm. I don't know if you ever do that kind of fishing.
I do
That's real fun. I love that. I do
not to
that.
extent.
I used to do that when I was growing
I'm
up.
sure it's fun and stuff. But
That's still one.
the river fishing would be more like throwing nets, those kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
I know one of some master favorites is inshore light tackle for small tarpon, juvenile tarpon. What do you think about that kind of fishing?
It's a great fishing. Ideally, I don't see myself eating tarpon personally,
Right.
especially that size.
But definitely,
I love the catch and release aspect of it. I love the fight.
and it's one of the most accessible types of fishing too. I mean,
And
inshore.
all the fishing that I do, it's hard to believe I don't like to eat fish.
No kind of fish, bro.
From time to time, I eat a piece of fish. It doesn't really matter.
Just no master cook a gourmet lemon, basil, garlic, grill, souffle fish for you, like he is making with his special white sauce.
You can keep that to the side. You can keep that to the tier. I'm just not really a big fish eater,
Okay.
I'd say. But I do love the fight and the thrill of the actual
Catching the fish.
catching the fish. I think I do have a picture of my first fish on artificial. So I'll look for it and see if
Ah,
it
Well,
is.
if all us see that picture, you won't think it's the same guy sitting on here, right? You might look a little different, but if we have it,
Slightly.
we could definitely
Slightly.
put it in the video, and I'm going to show you how things has evolved over time.
back to that point, those inshore missions, for me, someone who loves the thrill of going and throwing a line and pulling a fish, those are the best. Like, I love
They
those.
can't
Those are
beat
the
it.
best.
They can't beat
Can't
it.
beat it.
And like I say, it's not no hard. Oh, you had to go in the boat for 6 hours or 8 hours. You go early in the morning. If you go on live bait, you catch a live bait, you go, you try artificial, so a couple hours. Then fellas go, well, I know them like to go and buy the pie and the doubles and thing after, and it's actual vibes. So inshore fishing, that kind of fishing is great for anybody who just want to fish to relax. It's a great thing. Alright guys, we just want to keep the podcast too long because these fellas going to Tobago pretty soon. They come by me to borrow gears tonight. That's what they're here for, and we catch them in the podcast.
I'd like to add in 3 quick fire questions.
Oh yes, Master behind the camera.
For all 3 of the guests there, starting with Ian. I mean, it's nothing complicated. I don't want either of you, thinking too much into it. Give me an answer, right? This question I'll ask, let's preface it to say that I know all of us grew up, aside from fishing, we would always also watch fishing videos on YouTube from across the world. So my first question is, again, it can be any type of fishing, right? What would your dream fishing trip be? At any point in the world doing any type of fishing. What is your dream fishing trip? It could be in Australia off the rocks like Morningside. It could be in Florida in the rivers fishing stuck against the walls. It could be blue marlin fishing in Costa Rica. What is your dream fishing trip? Yeah.
Too much, boy.
Yeah. For me, right now, I would say I just want to go fish in Florida because that's what they have. I wouldn't say the most species of fish, but you could go in any waterway and throw a line and you're bound to catch some kind of fish. So for me, I would love to make a trip to Florida and just fish. That's all I want to do. Just go Florida, travel all around and just fish.
Hey, LD?
Same question.
Yeah, same question. Dream fishing trip anywhere in the world. Targeting any type of fish.
I could go off on a tangent about YouTube and stuff.
I'm going on a tangent.
I'd say, I guess we all over the years have been watching like people like Kavi and stuff catch those giant GTs, the GTs. And well, that type of fishing, it does seem dangerous and whatnot from my perspective. but I definitely like to go and attempt to catch a GT off the rocks or a rooster fish.
Big one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I have real answers to that question because I want to catch a fish everywhere, all kind of fish. But just to narrow down, if I could do one as soon as possible, we'll be going to throw artificials for cuberas and rooster fish. Could either be Panama or Colombia, one of those places. But that kind of fishing, throwing artificials, not too heavy gear, but decent gear. For those cuberas, I mean, they get not monsters, maybe 30, 40, 50 pounds max, the rooster fish and other types of species. I would love to do that, again, because it's artificial fishing and that kind of fishing, I've seen it a lot on YouTube. I know it's not the easiest, but I'd love to try that, most definitely.
Right.
One day,
So,
inshallah.
Yeah.
So, Pastor, but let me hear your
my dream fishing trip.
yeah.
Something that I would love to do is, I don't know if many of you have seen these videos. I mean, aside from one guy fishing, so other guys who do these types of fishing off these ledges in like Oman, in the Middle East and
So
stuff.
you won't go for GT, bro?
So not only GT, I mean, you get monster, dog, tuna,
Okay,
all these different
okay.
things, but something, and actually in Saudi Arabia and Oman, they do that. So for some reason, I'm just interested in
I like it, yeah, definitely. Want
based
to
on the
try.
whole landscape behind you, the desert and all these things, and then you walk in, and you get monster fish.
Good answer.
I like big fish fishing, so yeah, there.
Those trips I don't mind joining.
You go watch.
You go watch.
I'll watch.
The next question, I'll start with LD this time. You can fish with anyone. Who will it be?
That was my next question here.
Anyone?
Anyone.
In the whole world.
Okay, I'll jump into YouTubers. You're really big up Marty Zoffinger on the last episode. And I have to big him up. Zoffinger is one of the goats of YouTube fishing, in my opinion.
Zoff don't even fish anymore, bro.
What you mean? I watched a video you uploaded
Fishing?
yesterday.
Sure. I gotta go back and check Zoff, boy.
How much
Nah.
you really took the details of it?
Yeah. Zoff is that OG.
Stuff is a OG, especially for DIY. And well, over the years, he opened first it was poor man's fishing, poor man's kayak fishing. Then he sold his house, he bought a boat, started living on a boat, and then he carried you through each different adventure. So I enjoy the Marty Zoffinger, but in recent times, I've been watching YBS Youngbloods. I've seen he went on a hiatus.
Yeah, boy.
Almost 6 months now.
what
I hope
happened?
everything is fine with him. But just the way he edits his videos, that type of scenery and type of fishing he does, especially on a jet ski and stuff, that's someone I don't mind going and fish. Ideally.
Of course. Anyone you will. That's what he's right opposite here.
That's a real hard question, if anybody in the world. But to be honest, YouTubers have plenty of them as watch. But if I had to go to fish with one man anywhere, as I really enjoy fishing with, I mean, a fella who could share my passion, and I know he's a good guy overall, it would have to be the stock master. Yeah, right, CR7, Sue! Now, I have a lot of people, it's a hard one to narrow down, but to be honest, I do enjoy fishing a lot with the stock master. When he used to fish with me, he don't really go fishing anymore. If I had one YouTuber now that I watch, it might be kind of, if not the person most people might choose, but Lawson. I still like to watch Lawson because he does the kind of fishing I like to do. Might be a little bit boring for some people with snook and cavalli or jack crevalle and those kind of things from the boat. If I could go fishing with Lawson, I good to go there, or land shark, but you know, me and Brooke always occupied. But again, Snook Master, I could choose you over both any of them.
Appreciate it.
All going well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't watch a lot of YouTube in terms of things, but if I'm watching YouTube, and I'm not lying when I say this, the master might think I am, but I'm not. Of course, I'm usually the only fishing YouTuber.
Hey, this man had to come on more podcasts. You see that? I'll get him on more information.
If there's one person that I would love to fish with, and this might be typical answer, but is Jeremy Wade.
Okay, yeah, River Monsters. Yeah, River Monsters.
To me,
I cannot forget about Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one
I
of the
could
OGs.
watch an episode of River Monsters over and over and not get tired of it. He is one of the greatest in my books. And I'd love to go on a fishing trip with him. It could be anywhere.
Alright. I just want to add in one person to that list. I kind of don't want to forget my boy Zizi. I mean, that guy, when I fish with that guy, I
Azikiwezig.
have that man, you know, I just had to go fishing. The man bring all the gears. He's some of the best guys you ever fish with. And the man love to fish. Everything is about, every technical part of fishing, every kind of fishing, the man love to fish. So I don't mind fishing with ZZ anyway, anytime.
He's somebody I could fish with, especially if you bring him
Yeah, I don't want to forget on Nazi. ZZ is a boss, and I can fish with ZZ anytime.
See, like you are in fishing too much for it.
No, me and Z had some boss wabbing fishing missions, and that was some of the most fun I've had. So Z's a man for sure.
He did help to get my first wabbing on a bait caster with my first cast.
First cast, lucky
Big
man.
up Jesus. And the last question here, I mean, I'll take it all out fishing, but if you want, you can give a two-part answer. One, if you all, what is your favorite fish to eat? And two, what is your favorite local meal? Yeah, start.
Favorite fish to eat? I like any fish that you fillet. So in terms of food is fillet fish, but I would say I like a nice baked salmon. If you're talking local, yeah, can be that or a baked snapper. And favorite meal, you said?
Yeah, anything.
Local meal?
Anything. Yeah, favorite food. General.
General.
Grillman, cheese, anything.
Must be Lisa Shoto.
I don't know. I don't really have like a favorite local meal.
None boy, Marv boy? You must have.
Nothing like no favorite food.
I'm not a doubles person. Y'all might hate me for that. Might say I'm not a doubles person. I'm not a roti person. So the typical Trinidadian foods is not really for me.
It's a KFC person.
KFC.
The fried chicken stuff. A nice pasta. I would say a nice pasta. It's not local, but I would say a nice pasta.
Okay. We'll see.
LD, favorite local fish? Favorite.
Well, I talked about earlier that I'm not a big fan of fish,
You don't eat fish.
but one of the few exceptions I do make, and I go out of my way to clean the fish, is snook, white meat.
Tell after Aki George, that's what is a good tasting fish.
I can attest to that. I watched this man clean about 6 day bushey, 6 day snook. I get about 2 pounds of meat.
Wanna be small as well.
Nah, man, what's a fat snook?
Okay.
Decent size fat snook.
And favorite food? General.
General, local,
Anything. Give me anything. Not local.
anything. Good one, pilau.
Man call us pilau. A dry pilau or wet pilau?
Wet pilau.
Wet pilau. Anything on the side?
Coleslaw.
Okay.
Alright. KoS.
Alright.
Favorite local fish?
Favorite fish, real hard. I have 3 that close to the top. So I want to name the 3 of them. Snook is one of them, but you must fillet snook. If you don't fillet snook, it ain't going to taste the same. The skin is throw up the taste. The next one is a nice size snapper on the half shell. It can't be no monster snapper, between 5 to 10 pounds. That size of snapper, perfect. And the last one, I still maintain I love blackfin tuna. Just cook lightly on both sides, not much, maybe salt, black pepper max. Love it. The flavor of the fish itself, fantastic. Favorite meal to eat locally is my wife's, I think she's not close by, but my wife, baked chicken, fried rice, potato salad, and fresh salad. The baked chicken had to be special baked chicken. It tastes real best, trust me, ain't gonna lie, my favorite thing to eat. I'm no curry man, I know local Kalaloo man, but that is my favorite meal to eat. Hopefully I get that tomorrow. She hearing every macaroni all the time. I get that for lunch tomorrow. So that is my favorite. So master, of course.
I'll add in there. I mean, over the years, my favorite fish kind of fluctuated. I mean, lots of mahi, tuna, all these things. I love fish grilled.
Right.
To me, that's like my favorite way to eat fish. Recently, I've been going off on a kind of Thai red curry craze with lots of coconut milk over some jasmine, right?
Chef master, stock master.
But I would have to say what takes in these days is as KoS said, a nice size snapper, filleted on the half shell, baked in the oven. I mean,
Stay moist, you can't beat it,
I
bro.
don't think anything beating that right now. So it could be, I mean, a big
A
American.
mutton or American? Yeah.
I mean, this one just give me some fillets. I don't really catch much big ones, but
And big button was baked whole, eh?
yeah. But I
Whole.
I love the big
Jeez,
snapper.
damn it.
And then favorite food overall, well, I actually love seafood. I would say I just really love lobster.
Lobster, but how you like it? How you love it?
Simple. I mean, grilled, garlic butter, anything simple.
Man.
Natural tasting.
Yo, let me cook a lobster for you.
Why not?
Boil it and put some sauce in it. Easy like that.
Why not? Anything seafood, mussels, crab, shellfish. I'm not so high up there, but I mean,
Alright, bro. Alright, so that's seafood, man.
You eat a Grande?
Not seafood, but I drain food. Well, I wish we could have some master on this side of the table too, but the table has like we barely fit in. I mean, I want to just thank the guys for coming through. I know they're coming for other reasons as well, but we get to do our podcast. We don't want to keep on making it too long, but I hopefully, like I say,
and before we go, I just want to get from each one of you all favorite lure.
my answer is an easy one, guys. Catch the most fish on it, most different types of species.
I have to agree with that actually, because I've been privy to some of those catches. It does catch a lot of different fish.
Pick up one map, put it in your pocket.
We do that.
Again, thing,
after
man.
the
Watch
picture.
it here. Watch it here, guys. This is my favorite lure. I'm being biased, but big scale salmon, mutton snapper, tuna off the rocks, bonefish, multiple
Snook.
jacks, snook,
Snap one.
you name it. I catch fish that I never thought to catch artificial. I catch you this. I don't know why I catch a little karangas the other day and you kind of get hype up on the KoS thing, You like a big one in it too, but I mean, it is.
I don't
And the
forget, you can follow moonshine like mad.
Of course.
I'll make this clear. I will never admit that jig is the best.
This man terrible, bro.
It does work. I'll
It
give
is
that.
the
It
best
does work.
artificial on the market,
I
guys.
saw him pull hook about 10 moonshine.
Because they come to see it, they come to watch the jig, because attracting them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that would mean
LD, once you fish in the boat, it can catch you, no brother.
True. It does work. It does work.
Of course, of course.
It's really well.
Doesn't matter how they get hooked, they get hooked.
Favorite lure, I'd say, is the original squiggly. What is that?
This
Foggy.
man. Never miss because the man is the only lord he managed to catch fish on.
DOA. I mess with a DOA.
Yeah, I used to be number one for
And
me.
nowadays, the Z-Man has been working really well.
I would switch to that in terms of soft plastic.
But the original killer that we all believed in, mirrorless.
Well, nobody uses it anymore.
No more. I
But
didn't see
that's
that.
probably the first lure that we actually start to catch fish with. And we got into the crystal minnow usury. Then
One man finished school in 2016 after that graduation.
and then after the DOA, as we started using the DOA and people started go up on the DOA. DOA got kind of replaced by the Z-Man. But again, for me, that all get replaced by the KoS jig. Right, guys, want to thank you for coming through. Snook Master, thanks as well. Hope it's still recording because that was your job to make sure everything's still recording. LD, appreciate you for coming, bro. TM,
For having me.
I appreciate that as well, guys. And I want to hope we could continue having these podcasts. If these first come on again, they might come on again. Might get some different kind of questions. Hopefully, we get some other guests coming on as well.
I think next episode with the same guys and down there and me, I think we should do a cocoa.
Cook off. I know these first could be
A catch and cocoa.
a catch and cook off.
But I'll share the
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
don't
but
catch.
Yeah, Mr. Judge.
we could try that.
I am
But
the
first-
technical master, so I have to be the judge.
The first thing I do is try and go fishing, so we can try and arrange that first, right, bros? Right, so thanks for coming. Remember to always keep fishing. Fish on. Any last words, guys, before you go? Anybody on the shout out? Girlfriend, boy, girlfriends, people's family.
Yeah, but the show,
No, I
Well, let's
just,
see if let's two of them girls, ladies, two of them single, so you could send a comment in the DM.
you know what? I would just shout out one of my partners from UV. He's a big fan of Repos.
Alright.
And he's
He's a good guy
always
then.
tell me every time he watch a video, he's telling me, he now watch the most recent video.
That's a good
Shout out
guy.
Christian.
Christian, big up Christian.
Oh yes, I do have a shout out to my good friend Anil. Big up yourself
yes,
from
Anil.
South.
Anil from South, right? Snook Master, any shout outs to anybody? I know you have a whole crew that you teach fish to fish recently.
No, the George, Bulu, and Nico.
Good guys, good guys.
Good guys.
And
Very
last words, I'll just say, you know what? You don't have to be an expert at fishing to do it. Once you have the determination and you're willing to go where you have to go to do it, just go.
Yeah, anybody can fish.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Anybody
So I
can
use
fish.
the technical one.
He's a technical guy.
Alright, thank you very much for having me.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Keep fishing. Fish on. Master, switch off there.